Joel Embiid definitely was playing like he's the MVP that he is, but his teammates, not so much. Coming back so we can talk about it. Yo, what is up? What is up? It is me. It's King. We're back. We're in the building with another video. Shout out to everyone who has subscribed to the channel. But if you have not, make sure you hit that bell and all the notifications when I do live and upload videos such as this one. And I know I got you always covered, whether it's the Sixers, Eagles, Phillies, and those Flyers. Now let's get into it. Last night's game, Joel Embiid gets his trophy in front of the Wells Fargo crowd, in front of the Wells Fargo crowd in South Philly last night. But what happens? Boston comes in and spoils that whole ceremony, going up 2-0, 114 to 102. Sixers fall short. Joel Embiid was Joel Embiid, his dominant like self, as he should be. Scoring 30 points. He had 3 assists, 13 rebounds, about 3 blocks. He was great from the free throw line, 9 of 19 from the field. Joel Embiid was the only one that showed up. Why is it that when we get into the second round, and as good as Joel Embiid is, he can never have a co-star or teammates around him to get over this second round hump? It never happens. Ben Simmons is supposed to be that guy. They were supposed to get a championship together. You see what he couldn't do in the Atlanta Hawks series. Nowhere to be found. Nothing. This series, James Harden went off. He was his vintage James Harden, so dropping 45. But since then, nowhere to be found. We got to send a bolo out for him, too. We got to send a bolo out for Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris does not do well in the second rounds. First rounds, he's lights out. You saw what he did in the Brooklyn series. But only to have 7 points in 25 minutes. It's unacceptable. And he was 3 for 6. James Harden had an awful shooting night. 3 of 14. He was not aggressive at all. He reminded me of Ben Simmons last night, going towards the rack and kicking the ball out. Yes, did some of those threes get knocked down? Of course. But we need you to attack the basket, James Harden. Embiid had to tell you to be aggressive. And in round 2 of the playoffs, nobody should have to tell you to be aggressive. Be aggressive. Get the shots. And clearly, you didn't look like the last 2 games 3 and 2, that you wanted to go to the basket. You couldn't to the basket. You had no lift. Yes, you can shoot your threes. You was 3 for 7 last night from 3. You went to the line. I give you that. 16 points with 3 of 14 shooting. Half of your points came from the line. And for your MVP to have to tell you need to be aggressive, this isn't fair on Joel Embiid's part. But I can't blame Joel. Tobias Harris, where have you been, sir? Where have you been? Where were you at today? This was your perfect opportunity to at least give us 15, 20 points. Maybe that would have got us over. You have to find your shots when nobody else is scoring. This was your time to score. Tyrese Maxey, he's only 22. Is he built for this playoffs? He's still getting his experience, but you can tell he's getting there. The kid's only 22. He had 13 points last night. He has to get going now. D'Anthony Melton came off the bench, contributed with 14 points. PJ Tucker, 9 points. They was letting him shoot that corner 3. If it's open, PJ, take it. I don't care. I'm not mad if you don't make it. At least you attempted to shoot, and all 4 attempts, you made 3 out of 4 with 9 points. I'm not mad at PJ Tucker. It is just James Harden. The last 2 games has been irrelevant, non-existent, horrible shooting nights both nights. Joel and that 30-point loss was getting his feet wet, getting his bearings together. This game, you can clearly tell he was back to his old self. He was dominating in the paint. He got the little turnaround jumper. He got the sweet spot that he liked at the free throw line. It was great for JoJo. But what can I say for Boston? We at one point in the fourth quarter we got it down to 2 points. 2 points. Freaking Al Horford comes back to bite us with the shot. All of Boston starters were in double figures last night. Tatum came up with some clutch shots. Jaylen Brown was coming up with some clutch shots. Marcus Smart. Boston was just better than us, and for the life of us, we just could not sustain a lead to win this game. We had our chances. Did we have our chances? We most certainly did. And as a team, we had exactly 14 turnovers to the 12 turnovers. Can't turn the ball over that much. They out-rebounded us by 3. So the rebounds were kind of close. We shot better than them from the 3. 43% to their 36% from the field, from 3. It's just, I don't know. Joel Embiid, role players around him, did not step up this game. And now we have to win game 4 on Sunday. We cannot go back to Boston with a 3-1 lead. We can't. But I already said Boston in 6, but we cannot go back to Boston with a 3-1 lead. With a 3-1 hole. We can't. So, role players, I need to get it together. James Harden, I don't know what you need to do. Stay out of Vegas, maybe. And Doc Rivers already knows his job is on the line if we do not get out the second round. His job's on the line. Something got to change, something got to give. Daryl Morey, you got to do whatever you need to do to get Joel Embiid a role player that's going to contribute in the playoffs. Back to the drawing board again, I see. But let me know what you think in the comments. Joel Embiid plays his dominant self. Where's James Harden? Where's Tobias Harris? And does Joel Embiid need another co-star to get him over the hump? And the Sixers get them over the hump. But as always, guys, I'm in the building. I'll see you in another video.